What is up, YouTube? Today we got the famous Arctic JK here with the owner, Luke DeGrassa. He's working on his flashlight. But today we're working on installing some e-brake cables. Now these are longer than factory. Is that correct?
Yep, they're extended Mopar. Mopar made like 2 models of them, and this is the extended brake line that they made.
So Luke was saying there's not really a good video on this, so we're going to show you exactly how to install these babies.
Here's the part number, and then it's like A and B.
Now let's go ahead and install them.
All right, so first and foremost, you got to take out the glove box, and this is a T30 bit right here that secures right down below here. There's only 2 of them, and then once you do that, you go to the front here. And then I put it in 4 high right here, and then this first section should just pop right up. And then once you get this section up, pull the e-brake up a little bit, and then go back again. And then you should be able to pull your center console up, and then we just put like just a piece of wood right here to hold it up. So for the rear, I already did an axle swap. So these ran below here and then ran across the axle tube, and usually hook up here or here. On the factory 44, it was back there. So I just have them loose right now, just hanging here. So we're gonna unhook them in the center console up front. So it's kind of an awkward angle here. I put my e-brake up a little bit, and I was able to get this right side out of this kind of collar. So here, I'll kind of plug it back in. I'll try to plug it back in and show you.
You got to pull it further and then it locks into place.
So yeah, you kind of get what I'm saying. So look, there's it attached, and then to detach it, you kind of pull back and out. And then this one's a little more firm, so I let down the e-brake to give it some tension back, and then kind of the same deal here. So it's still pretty tight, so I'm gonna go to the rear and push some wire through this cable.
So I had to push up against this left one in the back underneath the axle, and then Luke was able to pull it off at the same time.
So next, you're gonna go right here to these green kind of fasteners, and you're gonna push them through this little fastener. Get it. So just like that. It helps if Justin goes to the rear and pulls it through. So we're really just trying to get that out of there. So see how it's coming down? And this should lift up.
It'll go right through once you pull it through.
Just pull the left one. Yeah.
Now we're just gonna go ahead and fish it underneath the frame here, just like it was. So you can see it up there. So you can see it up there. You go up and over the wires. And you want to go between the body and the frame on both cross members here. It's really helpful to have 2 people because I'm kind of pushing and then Luke's feeding it through here.
Go back. There you go.
It was already loose, but yeah, that thing took us about 30 minutes to pull that off. So now we can take this off because it's been one pain. We got to take the whole center console out to get this e-brake fixed. Neutral, center console's up, e-brake's up. four-wheel drive knob is off, and now we've got the center console part out.
Did you take that out?
And then you've got to use a T30 here again to pull this screw off, and then disconnect here for your AC outlet plug and your center console, loosening the other side. All right, so update, we've got the whole entire center console out, and we had an issue right here when we just had it lifted up. This uncoiled a little bit, and actually this was pointing right over here, so it spun like almost 270 degrees.
Then we had too much slack.
So this was like spun all the way around, and it was sticking out way back here. So if you have that issue, go on the passenger seat and turn it clockwise to get this up here, and you'll have it sitting at the perfect tension. And what I did is I held this down, and then you've got acres of room to hook those things up. So now we're set, and we'll put the boots in here and then hook them up on the axles. All right, so we're on the driver's side here, and we have it. The driver's side cable was always on the driver's side. We didn't have it cross going over the frame or anything, so this is the driver's side cable. It hooks into there. And then we followed it down through the long arms and then over to the connector right here. So what we did is we hooked it here on this side and then squeezed the spring down with our hands and then clipped it on there, and now it's set. And then same thing goes on the other side here, except it's on the top side of the axle, and then we just wired it between the upper and lower long arms, and then it just got fished up there back to its section. And then over here you can see Luke is working on the rubber boots here, but like I said, they're not crossing, so this one is the driver's side and then that one is the passenger side. This job took us a little bit longer. It's probably about a 3-hour job for us, just because we had to take that center console out. It was a little bit of a pain, but once we got it out, this project turned out to be a pretty quick project here. And all of these are OEM hardware here, so we're not going to hook those up. We're either going to cut them off or find another spot, but this has a lot of down travel, so we're probably not going to hook it up onto the frame or anything crazy, so probably end up cutting them off. If you want to know, this one is the driver's side, so the one with the 2 hangers here is the driver's side. Alright, just a quick review. This light center console area just pops out, and then you're going to have to pull out your 4-wheel drive knob. It's a real big pain in the butt. You got to really yank on it, but it does come off, I promise you. And then there's 4 T30 screws, one on this side, one on the driver, and then 2 on the back. And then you have a plug literally right there. And then what we did is we found a plug right, sorry, bear with me on this lighting situation. We have this plug right here that we disconnected. And then there's this plug right here. You have to flip it up, and then you push right here and slide it out. There are 2 anchor points underneath the chair that are kind of hard to find. Once you pull those out, then the whole center console will come out. That is the easiest way to do it, I promise. And then you have full access to the e-brake right here. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves an e-brake. Now, I would really recommend taking off the whole center console, because what we were trying to do at first was just peek under there and reach underneath. No, it's a lot easier to just take it out. I gave you the secrets on how to actually disconnect it over here underneath the seat and just pop it out. But once you do that, you've got full access, and you can actually preload it and set the e-brake, so you're good there. Underneath is super easy. Overall, pretty good, easy install. Took us about 4 hours though, just to learn actually how to do it. But now it'll probably take you half the time since you got this video. Thank you for watching, and feel free to subscribe.